What's up, YouTube? This is Damon Stith with Austin Warrior Arts and Guild of the Silent Sword. I just wanted to change things up a little bit, and I'm going to offer my first video without any movement, and just kind of talk about how I want to things I want to do for this new year. Check it out. I got my new crazy do for the new year. I'm not digging it too much, but hey, it is what it is, and this is what's on my head right now. So this is what I'm going with. Um, but on a serious note, 2014 was an excellent year. We got a lot of attention, a lot of positive energy, and a lot of forward momentum, and we want to carry that into 2015. Want to give a big shout out to all of you who have stopped by and subscribed and liked and commented and just kind of helped the dialogue and energy of some of the channel or some of my videos kind of keep moving and stuff. So I really appreciate you guys taking the time out and checking out what we're doing. And yeah, I'm humbled by that, and I'm really thankful for the support that's been given to us. As a result of that, I wanted to give back, and wanted to say, like, 2015, we're going to start doing giveaways. Our group, which we've only been in existence for about 5 years now, but for 3 of those years we've been successfully making our own training weapons, and we've upgraded from using like sticks that were like duct tape to look like swords, to high density plastic, aluminum, and wooden trainers. And our first giveaway, I wanted to offer this right here. And check this out. This right here, I know it looks like it's possibly orange or pink or some weird color, but this is actually red. This right here is going to be the first thing we're going to give away. This is a red Membele trainer. It's made out of high density plastic, polyethylene, and the way the giveaway will work was like and subscribe and leave a comment on this video, and in about a week I'll take all the names and put it in a bowl and draw someone's name out at randomly, I should say, and I'll contact you and let you know that, hey, you are the proud owner of this beautiful red Membele trainer. Compliments of Seth Decote, Guild of the Silent Sword. And like I said, we'll start off doing it monthly, but ideally I like to do it, bi-weekly or weekly at some point. But we're not there yet, but we're getting there. So one more thing I wanted to talk about is just to kind of give you guys a little bit of background on where the name Seth Decote comes from. Seth Decote is a Soninke term. The Soninke were the people from West Africa. They built like one of the first empires in the Sahel, which is known as the Empire of Ghana. And one of their legends, there was a city called Ouagadougou that was protected by this serpent slash dragon. Then the dragon, the name was Beta, and Beta, in order to offer prosperity to the city and protection to the city, he made a deal with the kings in the past that he would protect the city and rain down gold on the city if the king would offer him a sacrifice of a female of meritable age to become his wife. And every year the kings of Ouagadougou would offer by lottery the most beautiful, or choose out of the beautiful women of the city to be chosen as to be the wife of Bida, which this is how in legend to describe where all this gold and all this power came from to the kings of Ghana. Anyway, so this practice was going on for generations, and one day this woman named Analja Tubara, who's said to be the most beautiful woman in the world, um, was chosen to be a wife of Bida. Now, Analja, she was betrothed to a young warrior by the name of Mamadi Sefdekote, and Sefdekote meaning silent sword. He didn't speak that much. In some other translations, just means that he was a doer as opposed to a talker. In Sonenki culture, honesty is very serious. So if you were to say that you were going to do something, it was really important that you actually perform it. So to separate people who were doers and just talkers, Mamadi spoke little, but made sure he performed or was a man of action. So when Mamadi found out that his wife, or what soon to be wife, was going to be offered to the serpent, he felt betrayed and he felt very angry. And he consulted either, in some stories they say it's a blacksmith, in other stories it's a soothsayer, someone who reads the past of fate. And this person who had mystical knowledge told Mamadi that the serpent will stick its head out 7 times before it actually goes to take its bride. So Mamadi went back to his house or wherever he was at, and he began preparing himself for the next day. And he said his goodbyes to Analja, who she understood that this was this necessary sacrifice in order to keep their city alive and to, keep prosperity in the land. So she was a willing sacrifice to this. But Mamadi was not having it. So he went to his place, he sharpened his sword, and he was preparing himself for the next day. That morning he followed her and the priest Abida to the caverns where the serpent dwelled, and he waited beside the mouth of the cave. The serpent stuck its head out 7 times, and on the 7th time, he, with one stroke, cut off the serpent's head. And once he did that, then 7 more heads sprouted from the womb, and he fought, this epic battle with the dragon, and he, cut off all 7 heads. And on the last head, the 7th head that he severed, it flew through the air. And as it flew through the air, it uttered a curse upon the city of, or the kingdom of Wakadu. And it said, for 7 years, 7 months, 7 days, there'll be no water, there'll be no gold. And as a result of that, Mamadi and Anaja Tubara were kicked out or cast out of the city, chased out of the city, and lived like refugees, running and traveling from city to city. It's a pretty tragic tale, more tragic than it is, happy ending. I mean, he brought about the destruction of his people and his way of life and their way of life, which taking into consideration that this is what we call our system. The reason being is that this was like the first epic that I had, African epic that I encountered, and it marked a turning point for me, as a martial artist and as a young man. So even though the story is tragic and has darker undertones, the legend of Mamadi really sparked my interest. Really, uh, encouraged me and invited me to dig deeper into African history and African military history and just the warrior culture in general. So this is my way of giving an homage to that story and then to that hero, and learning from heroes when they are heroic, and also learning from heroes when they are not so heroic. And I think that that's a good thing to do in life. Is there's people that we idolize, and not always their actions are good, but we can learn something from even their follies. So that's a little bit of a breakdown of Chef de Côte, where the term comes from, and why we use it. I mean, at some point I may find a term that suits us better, but for now, and where we're at in this portion, like it fits. And anyways, so guys, thank you guys for listening to this. Hopefully it wasn't too boring, and I'll try to be more entertaining and add more effects to this. But yeah, 2015 looking like it's going to be a very good year, and I'm ready to move forward. If there are any subject matter that you would like for me to cover in future videos, please let me know. Remember, free Mambele giveaway. So remember, like, comment, subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and we'll do that lottery at the end, and I'll contact you and we'll send this off to you. Anyways, thank you guys for your time, and we'll see you soon.